get this started.
Which flavor are we going to taste?
Oh,
So
geez,
I
this
feel
is a
like you and I-
multi-pack.
It is. And I feel like we really need to be thoughtful about what we choose. So we have
Okay.
pear, raspberry. This is, I believe tart cherry is somewhat of a new flavor. Ginger and turmeric, if you feel like you're a little inflamed. Watermelon hibiscus.
Oh,
That sounds nice.
that's a
to me.
special deal.
I know.
too.
Look at that. And then root beer.
You kind of like warm up. I just get started.
No, I think I'm ready.
And you go. Is it
Erica.
Wassinger?
Wassinger.
Wassinger.
Yeah. My dad
Not
still doesn't.
Wassinger.
My dad gets it wrong. And
Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Sean Lee, your realtor with Nebraska Realty, and today we've got a fun guest and a fun product, a local sip right here. I'm with Erica Wassinger with Proven Ventures, and we're going to talk about some cool things you got going on, especially the next week. Yeah, actually, it's the next month.
yes.
And then it could go on even further than that, is basically what you're saying. So, I mean, let's just start with that before we try some of this. First of all, it's real cool, right?
It's so cool. We're going to sip Fermented Felon. And for those of you that haven't met Tony Horner yet, he's the founder behind this. Really interesting story. I mean, I meet a lot of founders day to day and a lot of entrepreneurs day to day. And this one, you meet Tony and within 5 minutes, he's an off the charts entrepreneur. And then you taste what he has made with this kombucha, and it has almost no vinegar taste to it. It is just so smooth and so good.
And it's gut friendly.
Gut friendly. It does all the good things from your health
you want it to do. And what's his name? Tony
Horner.
Tony Horner with a Fermented Felon.
Yes.
And it's probably Fermented Felon. I'm gonna look up the website so I can flash it up for him.
Yeah,
people
he would
can
love
just
it. He would
and
love
I'll
it.
tag him in everything else. That'd be great. But why don't you tell us about Proven
Ventures and
the eCAMP? Yeah, that's.
So, it's Tony and Fermented Felon are a good segue to this because they're participating in eCAMP. So, backstory: I've been lucky enough to work with Nebraska entrepreneurs for almost the 15 years, and I've done it on all sides of this. I've been the entrepreneur. I've been a partner to the capital investors, so then the funders of the market. And then I've just been a pure advisor to founders. And what I realized alongside my partners in this fund over the last several years is Nebraska entrepreneurs operate just a little different. And I sort of love our different. I think it's good different. They tend to be bootstrappers. They are... as visionary as they are responsible. They care a lot about the customer they serve. And so these things were all true, and this sort of led us to create a fund that is really different than what you might see in the traditional venture capital space. And we did that. It's a $10 million fund. We launched 2 years ago, and over the last 2 years, we've seen hundreds of companies. Now, what's been interesting, Sean, is in the last 2 years, we've seen a lot of e-commerce companies.
Oh, no.
So a lot, and I wouldn't say a lot of kombucha companies, but a lot of companies that are selling their goods on a global scale via their online site. And they're clever products, they're sensational founders. And candidly, we needed a way to add value to them and to make sure that we could be a great partner to them. But also figure out, does our funding make any sense for this entrepreneur segment? So we partnered up with Elevator and Made in Omaha and Grow Nebraska and Grow Nebraska Women's Business Center and SourceLink.
I have had SourceLink on. I have some of the other
Yes,
Grow Nebraska is coming on in the future in the next couple of weeks. I can't remember when it is.
Sensational.
So it's going to be real fun. I mean, it's a lot of, as we were talking before.
Yes.
There's so many cool
great
stuff.
founders, and there's so many great things going on. And we partnered with all of these folks to say, what if there was something that added a tremendous amount of value to these e-commerce founders, but was a really focused and tight amount of time to get them ahead of their holiday sales. Holiday sales is the holy grail for a lot of these online businesses, right?
Right.
And so we designed eCAMP. It stands for E-Commerce Acceleration Mentorship Program. So it's camp.
Yep.
And it's a 4-week sprint, and founders will be with us for an hour to 2 hours every week in the 4 weeks, and they're just focusing on 2 things. How do I increase my order size, and how do I improve my site conversion rate?
Okay. Wow. Okay. And during this, they spend a couple hours.
Yep.
Is that right? So
Yep.
you spend a couple hours a week
Yep.
in those first 4 weeks, and And you basically, is it the training class?
It's almost like a very focused to-do list with some subject matter experts that can help guide you along the way.
Okay.
So if you put yourself in the shoe of these e-commerce founders, they're working in the business and on the business. So that means folks like Tony are making the kombucha. He's also finding his customers and shipping it to his customers. And that's all in a day's work. And he's filling out the taxes and the accounting and the payroll.
Yeah.
So they don't have a ton of extra time
to
work
do
ahead.
It, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this gives them a small amount of time to just get a bit ahead before the holidays, because August is really a peak month for them in terms of planning what's my inventory, what's my merchandising, what am I putting online to sell during the holidays, and how am I going to do that well?
What's my marketing, advertising? That's the whole thing.
All of it, yeah.
That's the whole thing. Okay. Well, and how would anybody could sign up, right?
Anyone can sign up. It's honestly, are you selling stuff online and do you want to do it better?
And you can sign up.
And you'll go to proven.ventures/eCamp.
eCamp. And you can find the eCamp because I've been on there.
Yeah.
Proven.ventures, which is really cool,
Yeah.
right? There's no com. It's
no
proven.ventures.
Yes.
It's ventures. So proven.ventures, and you can go to eCamp
Yes.
or check it out and see everything that Proven Ventures does, as
Yeah.
well as the eCamp, which is really coming up, which is amazing because it's like 108 degrees outside. And we're talking people getting ready for
December.
sales.
Yeah, Black Friday.
December. I hate this. July, August.
Oh, I know.
August,
Don't
September,
do it.
October.
Everyone's gonna get
like,
stressed.
that's 4 months. Everybody get ready. There's great gifts and great products out
There
there, and you can go on and get it. Like I said, I cannot believe how many cool stuff there is out there when you start looking for
sure.
it.
For sure.
And let's try this. Let's try this kombucha out.
Yes.
From
Fermented
Fermented Felon, clean slate, watermelon hibiscus.
Let's do it.
And you know what? I'm not a kombucha drinker all the time. I've had it one time.
Mind. I will tell you, I've had Tony's kombucha before, and I sort of had that same feeling, like, ooh, the vinegar usually does a number on me, and he shocks me at every turn. It's so smooth, it's so fresh.
Okay.
And it really hits different.
Now let me ask you, where is there like a store? Is there a place where people can get this?
So specifically for Fermented Felon, I believe you can find it on almost all Hy-Vees in the Omaha and Lincoln market, which is awesome. You can go online and buy it at fermentedfelon.com. And then he's got a whole bunch of other retailers. So he's in 58 retailers across the state and then sort of spread across Iowa and some other spots. So they're accessible.
He's got some bins going of
he does.
some kombucha. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready to taste it in these fancy glasses. I don't know if you noticed Omaha Sips and Tips, which is
so clever. And you make sure you get that logo.
When I first started this show, we drank out of a solo cup. It was the first time we've moved up.
Yeah.
The show just it keeps getting longer. I don't know if it gets better, but it gets longer. But
so it smells nice to me on my nose.
Yeah, and this is watermelon. I smell
watermelon. You can smell the hibiscus in there.
I smell watermelon and hibiscus. That's exactly what it is.
Which is what it smells as delivered. Mm-hmm. Fresh.
It's really good.
Did you taste that vinegar? I didn't taste an ounce of it. So we're getting all the health benefits associated with kombucha and none of the heartburn, which I totally love.
I don't like heartburn.
No, me neither. Tums is too frequent.
Yeah. I probably need to drink more kombucha. Yeah, it's really nice.
Isn't that smooth? I should tell you about some of these other companies that are in this. So we set out
on the eCamp.
We set out doing eCamp, Shauna, and we were sort of like, maybe if we get 15 to 20, that'll be great. You know what I mean? This is a first run. We want to test it out. We've got all these sensational partners to help us. We now have 50 companies participating.
What?
From as far away as Valentine to McCook.
Is that right?
Yes. There is just a tidal wave of really incredible companies being grown here in Nebraska. And it shouldn't surprise us. I mean, we are the home of Cabela's. We're the home of Oriental Trading Company. We're the home of Omaha Steaks. We built Haney. I mean, this is in our blood. We do e-commerce. We have not named it as an area of expertise ever. And so I'll brag on a couple of these companies. So there's one that I'm particularly excited about.
Okay.
And I think it's just maybe this moment in my life. So it's called Stock Tank House. House is Haus, and you can find it online at stocktankhouse.com.
Stock.
And you can picture...
I'll put it up for them, too.
Yeah, you can picture stock tanks, right?
Right, yeah.
You know, you're sort of picturing a horse trough or something like that. These guys take stock tanks out of Hastings, or manufactured in Hastings. They sort of chic them up. They make them so cool. And then they sell them to Airbnb hosts and otherwise as a really, really well-designed and well-branded above-ground pool. And they're expanding into the ice plunge market. Have you gotten into this at all, this Wim Hof theory?
I'm not an ice plunger. You know what? But maybe it's a future show. I don't know.
It's a future show.
Yeah, it's a future show.
It could be a future
It could be a
show.
future show, ice plunging, but...
Yeah, so they sell these gorgeous stock tanks that are now pools that you can really sort of design in your yard. It's beautiful.
Is that right?
There's a company that I'm super excited about out of Ocala, Nebraska.
Okay.
So Ocala, for those of you that don't know, is probably best known for Lake McConaughey. Keith County, Nebraska. It is a pair of sisters and their mom. And these women went through some fertility challenges, some other stuff, and they just realized the stress relieving and easing benefits of lavender. So much so that they started a lavender farm out. And I say Ocala, the farm is actually in Big Springs. So for those of you that are tighter to Keith County, you'll know the distinction.
Don't make any
here.
comments. We're just rounding up. We're
I
rounding
shouldn't
up.
give Ocala
We're rounding
the
up. We're rounding up.
The farm is in Big Springs, and they have this incredibly well-designed and well-branded and artisan line of products that make lavender the centerpiece. And it's called Our Lavender Co. And again, run by two sisters and a mom, technically out of Big Springs. I believe their storefront is in Ocala. They were on the Passport this year.
Okay.
There is another company that I am pretty excited about. It's called Handlebend. I should get you some of these, Sean.
Handlebend. Okay.
You're going to love these.
All right.
So picture this. You've got a couple of guys. One of them who comes from a refrigeration company background. So he has a bunch of copper laying around.
I'm liking where this is going already. I'm liking where it's going already.
And these guys also, at this moment in their life, have to go to a bunch of bachelor parties and weddings. And they have no good gifts. So they, as great Nebraskans do, they build the thing that they want. So they take the copper and they start building custom copper mugs.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Fast forward several years, these mugs are in all 50 states. They are the corporate gifting option for several NFL teams, for
Holy
big
cow.
local companies. It's called Handlebend. They have their copper mugs.
Okay.
They also have copper straws. They're doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And it is so I shouldn't say beautiful because the guys might not use that word to describe it, but it does feel like heirloom quality serveware.
Okay.
The thing is, I've never had a holder. I will see if we can get them to make you a custom mug.
Oh man, that would be so.
They might
nice.
do that. They might do that for you. They're nice guys.
I'm gonna definitely put their website up and everything like that. It sounds cool already. I'm already picturing it going.
Oh, and I have never drank anything that stays as cold as it does in that hand. Stanley can't hold a candle to it. Yeti, don't even try.
Is that right?
This copper mug's sensational.
Now, and all these people are participating in the...
They're all in eCAMP. And there's, what did I give you, 3 or 4?
Yeah,
there's 46 others.
There's 46 others.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. But now, is this online? Is it like a Zoom?
Yes. So what we're doing is trying to meet these founders where they are. I've already mentioned they're so strapped for time, right?
Right.
And so we're offering in-person options. We'll host those here in Omaha. And then virtual options. So it's going to be via Zoom. We'll meet every Tuesday afternoon for 1 hour. We'll focus content. I mean, this is sort of in the weeds with you, but when you're an e-commerce founder, your homepage matters. Your site navigation matters.
Yeah.
How you show a product matters. What your cart experience matters. And all of those are moments for you to win a customer and keep winning them or to lose them.
Yeah.
And so you really have to be thoughtful and intentional on it. So over the 4 weeks, we're really focusing on those moments and making them very solid.
I mean, it seems like a no-brainer that people should sign up.
Well, I think so.
Founders.
I think so.
Entrepreneurs, if you have any of those.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Web web sales.
For
sure. Is that online sales, website? Those are important things. Especially.
Yeah.
Don't think about it in November. It's time to think about it now.
It's now. Absolutely. And we're seeing what's been really, I think, eye-opening to me is a lot of these founders obviously sell to you and I, the everyday person.
Yeah.
But they also have a B2B division where they're selling into grocers, they're selling into boutiques, they're
yeah.
selling into all these other spots. And so I think we sometimes lose sight of the fact that your B2B customer expects a consumer-grade online experience as well. And so a lot of the companies are leveraging this to focus on that route, their retail route or their wholesale route.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just amazed at since I started doing this show with so many people and just communities and how everybody just, is together, right? So supportive. It really is amazing that and everything's so affordable too, right? You don't have to go other places. You can stay and do things in Nebraska. A lot of cool business people in Nebraska. Lots of products. I'm amazed at how many products.
So many. And you're hitting on this spirit that I think from the Proven Ventures side was really such a catalyst for the style of fund we wanted to be. We know, money, capital is such a commodity. You can get it from smart people, you can get it from dumb people, you can get it from great people, you can get it from hard people. And we didn't want to compete on money, but what we knew as Nebraskans we could compete on is our sense that we are barn raisers, and I lovingly say casserole makers. Like we are in it with our founders, making sure they're successful. And I'm very grateful to say that our investors in the fund have that same ethos. They know that they are expected to deliver more than money. They're delivering. I
think on that, and the website's cool, and you should check it out. But it's isn't it? We don't just provide money. We get our hands right in there, and you just right in doing. I mean, it's kind of like exactly what you would think. So I've just been so amazed. I'm so happy with everything that we got going on. eCAMP seems like this should be the deal.
I think it's going to be a great
people should
fun.
Really get how many. This is the second year that
this
you're
is
doing?
Our very first year doing it.
First year, okay.
First year doing
wow.
it. And
already 50?
50 participants. I know. It's a little silly.
Wow.
And we're not unlike the entrepreneurs in it. It was very much, Nathan Preheim, my business partner, and I finally got sick of not having a great lane to support these e-commerce founders and said, if we want a solution, we have to create one.
Get it? Okay. Yeah.
And we were really grateful that all these partners stepped up with us to do this.
Well, geez. Okay, so what are the things do you guys have coming up? Do you have anything else in the future that you're like, we got eCamps coming up right now, but what are some other things you think would be cool?
So at our core business, we're an investment fund, right? And we like to think we do it differently with that barn raising and casserole making spirit.
Right.
So we're really, honestly, really lucky to be part of all these other businesses that we support. So I think about some of our portfolio companies outside of the e-commerce space. So I think about Superb Staffing, founded by a woman named Molly O'Neill, and they're taking an Uber approach to senior care staffing. And so I guess if you are part of a senior care facility, find Superb. If you want to solve that staffing crisis you're up against, they will help you, and they will do it in a way where you're both winning.
And you guys, and you have a profiles page.
Yeah.
With all those people on it. I think that's one of them on there, so you could click it. I'd go to the profiles page, proven.ventures.
/portfolio.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of cool ones on there. I clicked through.
Lucky. We're really lucky. Superb's one that I'm really proud of. There's another one out of the Hickman, Nebraska area. Founded by a woman named Marissa Whalen. And, I don't know if you've noticed this, but women tend to wear athleisure more often than we don't. And men too. But I think we surveyed men and asked them, how often is your wife wearing athleisure? And they said 80% of the time.
Yeah.
So Marissa was one of these women. She's very athletic. She's very fitness oriented, but she also was not in the mood to spend hundreds and hundreds on leggings and sports bras and all these other things. So she created a company called Little Movements. And you can find it at littlemovementsapparel.com. And it's incredibly curated athleisure wear. But she also has something that you might not have experience with, but I know every woman listening to this is going to have this moment of like, thank God. So as women, we wear sports bras.
Okay.
We do that.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And there are these devilish little things inside a sports bra that's a pad. And when you
Okay.
wash it, it flies out and you have to like rig it back in. And I'm not kidding, to get this bra on our bodies with this dumb pad, that falls out every time. You spend 7 minutes just so mad. Marissa has developed a patented bra that has it sewn in.
No kidding.
And I am not joking, Sean. When you tell women about this, they're like,
Listen,
thank God.
I'm just going to be honest. I've seen those pads.
You do the
I've always
laundry?
asked, what are these? What is this thing?
What's the
What do I
value
gotta
of this
do
dumb
yeah.
thing?
And my
Any
wife
man
just
that
says,
does
I
the
need
laundry.
that for the, thing. So, I think it'd be great if they were just, if it was done
Make
that
it
way.
easy, yes. She started
Okay.
selling this. It's called her Core Bra line. She posted it, I think, on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
She was sold out within something like 28 minutes.
Holy cow.
And what I love about Marissa, how she has built her business, is she works very closely with her consumers to build it. And so she names things after her consumers that participated. I mean, she's such
That's
a thoughtful
fun.
entrepreneur, and the business has such a communal nature to it. So that littlemovementsapparel.com is a great one that everyone should know about. So
Okay.
Things
They're
coming up
gonna
for
know
me
about it. Wow. Yeah.
are them. It's these incredible Nebraska founders and making sure that Nebraska knows their story, that we can back them, we can raise the barn for them and see them successful.
Okay. Well, listen, we could talk all day, but I think we've. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything else, I mean, I bet you could chat probably all day.
Oh, I'm like a
You've
grandma
got tons
with a
of
brag
stuff.
book. Yeah.
Oh man.
I could show you all the pictures of all the founders. I could do all the things. I just think Nebraska is such insanely incredible entrepreneurial talent, and the fact that we build differently here is such a. I'm glad that the coasts aren't looking. They're missing it, and I'm happy about it because we're just doing it quietly and under the radar, and it's incredible.
It's absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. It really is. All the stuff that's going on, and all the people that you have on the portfolio, and bringing this. I mean, so many. My mind is blown, honestly, on how much product is around here.
So I can't wait to send the list out.
Nebraska.
I mean, it should dominate everyone's holiday carts.
Okay. Yeah. Geez, I want to post that too.
Yeah, I'll send the list.
Yeah, I
of them
want
all.
a
You guys,
list. I want to
they're
send
so
that out.
Good.
Holy cow. Well, this, I normally end by looking at this and saying the Fermented Felon is, this is good stuff. And
It
it's
is good,
local.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a great story. It's a founder who, for all sorts of reasons, couldn't find himself in mainstream and made hay with it anyway.
I can't wait to get on the website and check it out. And, man, it's absolutely amazing. Well, I give it a 10. It's straight up good. It's a great product, great idea. And I love these little bottles. It looks so...
I know. Don't they feel a little prohibition-y?
Yeah,
Don't they
it
feel a
really
little
does.
Underground, rebel.
Okay. But check them out. And you don't have to live in Nebraska to buy these, because I have a lot of friends that, if they made it this far in the show, hopefully they'll get some and check it out. But other than that, I think we got to end this show and call it good. I appreciate you coming in here, Erica, and spending some time and talking about Proven Ventures and in the eCAMP, which everybody should sign up for, especially if you have online sales and you're in the state of Nebraska.
Yeah,
you
let's
should
do it.
Sign up. Get her done. It starts next. Is that next week already? Okay, next Wednesday.
It's next
Wednesday.
Tuesday. Let's do it.
Get on it. Thanks for joining me today on Omaha Sips and Tips. Everybody take care. And Erica, thanks for showing up.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
it.
I'm so grateful.
That's awesome. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
Cheers to you.
All right.